It's time to say goodbye to another Luis.
Why don't I ever realize what I have until it's lost to me?
Speedy Luis began her second season well, but struggled in the latter half, as did the team. Like, how did I miss the playoffs altogether? Regardless, when the other Orense outfit offered him a chance to play in Spain's third tier, we had to let him go. Luis? You rejected Orense and want to stay here because you love the fans? And think I'm the best manager to learn from? Well, of course I am. I'll make your moniker not just about how fast you can run, instead, how fast you can score goals. Previously, we began the campaign with 7 wins and 4 draws. Now, we've improved with 8 wins and 3 draws. And we're still in second place. And behind the same team.
I just had this deja vu feeling. You know, like we've done this before.
What's different is the pace at which Speedy Luis's goal tally went up. He had 12 in 11, and advancing to the new year, the Mexican smashed his tally from last season. Speedy Luis is playing at the peak of his ability, so we can't waste this rich vein of form. Luckily, we had new faces to help out. Joining our midfield with Guerrero is another ex-Real Madrid Academy player in Hugo de Llanos, who influenced me to change my formation into a 4-3-3. I don't think the system is anything too crazy with its roles and instructions, but as you can tell, it's worked. Apparently, I broke a promise with this left back I signed in the winter window, so his contract got terminated. I think he just wanted a lot of money. To replace him, we signed a guy wearing a bucket hat, so we called him Hatman.
It's goddamn genius.
In case Luis suffers an injury, Miguel Almeida joined us to hopefully contribute when needed. Lastly, with a lone defensive midfielder in our tactic and the club forgetting Jeff Hendrick's name, that's the last one. Samosas allowed us to transfer Hugo Ruiz for free. Solid defensively, that's all I need. Other exits include Dario Hermil, who unlike Luis, left for Orense CF. They released him after 2 matches. Finally, the champion Champi wanted to play more, so he requested to leave, and that allowed him to actually earn a living. The squad didn't have a massive overhaul, yet a couple players previously brought in stepped up. Now, what happened between matchday 11 and the new year? Well, the deja vu continued, as we lost on matchday 12 again. However, thanks to Mbai's hat-trick versus Zamora, we would claim first place and remain there by the 18th fixture, in most part due to another Sporting Gijón B collapse. It's still quite tight, and we'll have to be at our very best to avoid a collapse. Now, what about Samano? Well, the Spanish Federación felt concerned for my safety whenever I visited, so they moved them to a different group where they struggled and were relegated by season's end. The manager Carlos Rios stayed for a little longer, but by 2029, he retired. Luis meanwhile lost all motivation to run a football club and exited when the fans elected a new president. Where did he go? Egypt? Pakistan? India? Singapore? It's not my nose to pick. That's gross. Returning to Spanish football after the holidays, we maintained our spot on top ahead of Sporting Gijón B with wins over Oviedo B and Samosas. We have to remember though, this league has small margins of error, and an away loss to Salamanca had us level with the B side, only ahead via head-to-head. We needed to make a statement, and did so versus Zamora with an emphatic 6-0 victory. Yet, we weren't in the clear, as both us and Gijón were inconsistent. The next 2 matches saw us drop points to Aviles and lose to Atletico Tordesillas, but Gijón remained behind. A renewed rivalry, although heading to matchday 25, we learned that this battle for first place would turn into a triple threat. We won against Covadonga with no issues whatsoever. Unsurprisingly, Luis grabbed a brace. However, in Gijón, they'd suffer a shock defeat to Cayón, which provided 3 points of breathing space. But there's a new challenger. Ahead of them is Burgos B, the team that provided my first job interview that led to several more months of unemployment. There were 9 games left, and we required near perfection if we wanted automatic promotion. Just in case you forgot, only one club in each of the 5 groups earns that. 2nd to 5th enter separate playoffs, where 5 more are promoted. Versus Deportivo La Coruña B, who defeated us last season, like then, we were tied late, but with goals from each side. A frustrating match where we hit the woodwork 4 times. However, into added time, Hatman receives it and tips his bucket to the incoming defender as he allows enough space for him to find Mario Jimenez for the winner. Gijón B won as well, and we hosted them next. A victory here would spring us 6 points above them, and Luis looked sharp. While he had a bit of luck to open the score, his pace gave him enough space for a brace, and he capped off a memorable performance with a tap-in. 3 for the Mexican brings his tally up to 23 and has us well clear at the top. Do you believe in us now? The doubt could be in defense, as Rafael Checa's injury has him miss our upcoming fixture. That would be against Langreo, and despite Rene Reyes no longer there, we've had mixed results in the past. Regardless, it's a quick start for us with Mbai's 12th minute strike. Langreo, however, racked up shots and did score into their own net. Their efforts weren't for nothing though, as before halftime, they'd get a proper goal. A couple minutes after the interval, a cross lands perfectly onto Pablo Perez's head, all squared. Then, we concede the same goal again! This wouldn't have happened if Checa was fit. The fans begin to worry. To be fair, in response, we showed positive signs, hit the woodwork from distance, and missed from point-blank range. But De Llanos tested my patience.
Why are you shooting that?
In general, life tested us, as Luis missed from 5 yards out. Thankfully, he would grab another opportunity and make no mistake. 3-all with a handful of minutes left. Can we find a winner?
93rd minute. Can we complete the comeback? Cross in. Failed. And it's a counterattack for our opponents. Surely not. Hatman, catch up to him! No! Not like this!
It's not the end of the world, but that's a tough result to take. Our gap to our competitors dropped to 4 and faced Burgos B next. It wouldn't be a good start.
Press the ball carrier.
This is less than ideal.
Guerrero. Good ball by De Llanos. Cross in. That was very awkward. We're currently now only 1 point ahead of Burgos if we lose this game. Ruiz to Cam, attacking midfielder. Guerrero there. We put Martinez here. Up our line, press more often, and go pass into space. We win it here though. Let's go. Counter. Oh, what was that, Martinez? Okay, it's now become a game of head pong.
In our desperate attempt to equalize, it simply resulted in a 3rd for Burgos B. With 5 games left and a point advantage, we faced Compostela and looked strong. A couple Luis chances couldn't open the score sheet, but get De Llanos inside the box and he'll finish it. Within 15 minutes, a failed free kick ends up as a simple tap-in for Luis. We looked comfortable out there, yet come the second half, Compostela fought, and we made things difficult for ourselves.
What? Riello, don't dive the wrong way.
Nah, we're fine. Luis responded straight away. A 3-1 lead is great, and a 3-2 lead is still fine. We almost extended it again, but we're maintaining the gap.
Oh, why are you chest passing that? No, that's too easy. Too easy. Good block. No! What are you doing, guys? Why are we leaving this man wide open? Hatman!
Why do we like to suffer? With that, Burgos B could pass us. And they did.
No! Shite. Ah, no!
I tried to fix the situation with a team meeting and encourage the lads for the final 4 fixtures. They took it terribly, and worsely, Luis got injured and missed a Torre la Vega encounter. From what you've seen, crosses from our opposition has been a bit of an issue, and that continued.
Don't just let him cross! How many, like, I'm pretty, don't I have the team instruction, close down crosses? It's fine though, it's paid off. Guerrero. Why? Cut it back!
That's the closest we got, as Orense are 4 winless and dropped down to 3rd with 3 to go. We're 6 points ahead of 6th, which misses the playoffs. I'm afraid of a disastrous repeat. No! Ouch. No! We must remain confident. Burgos B and Sporting Gijón B play each other on match day 33. Automatic promotion is still possible if we can get back on track. We only needed to worry about winning our next fixture against Cayón and received help with an own goal. The Llanos would double our advantage prior to halftime by actually scoring outside the box. The guys closed out the remainder of the game to win and move above Sporting Gijón B 4 points behind Burgos B. Unless disaster happens, we will at least be in the playoffs. Still, I had the faint bit of hope that we could automatically earn promotion. Before our 2 competitors battled, we had a match with Arosa. Nothing major occurred in the first half, but in the second, Luis nearly found the opener. However, as the encounter went on, the more we struggled to strike the target until the 80th minute. Guerrero sends a long ball forward, which has Luis latch onto it as he gives us the lead and the 3 points. Now we're 1 point within Burgos B before they play. As we awaited the result, we got the notification.
They actually won.
Burgos B lost to Sporting Gijón B from Danny Martin's absolute banger. It's down to the final match day. Burgos B versus Unionistas, who are 6th, and we face Valladolid B, who are 4th. It's simple. Win and pray. Who will turn out to be the bigger bottle job?
Oh no. Wow. Absolute banger by Rulo. Now what can you do? Other than responding with a goal ourselves and by 1-1. That is some terrible defending. Off the post, wow. Clear, come on, counter, let's go. Guerrero. Come on, you're a former Madrid Academy prospect. Show your quality. And by off the post ourselves. Another long ball. Luis and by. Oh, by just misses the net. Burgos are at the moment drawn 0-0. And Sporting Gijón are drawn 2-2. Win that header. Nice. So, almost an hour in. Guerrero. Ball in behind to Jimenez. Boom! Mario Jimenez. 2-1. As things stand, Burgos are still drawn, which means if every result stays the same for the next half hour, we are promoted. But we win the ball again and we counterattack once more. And by. Get it to Mr. Guerrero. De Llanos. 3-1. We have done our job. All right, we have won. Okay, that was unnecessary to have that happen. Unfortunately, it is Jimenez who's injured, who got the crucial goal, but we win. Let's go! We are champions! No bottle drop here. Promoted to the 3rd division on the last day of the season. Burgos, they are the bottle jobs. They try to make the public think we were the bottle jobs. Nah, we just took a back step. We tripped on a rock, but we got back up and we won our last 3 games of the season. And Burgos are the losers here. Champions of the 4th tier Spain, you'll never sing that.
Burgos B would lose in the promotion playoffs as Orense is headed to the 3rd tier. In big part to Mbai's 22 goal contributions, Guerrero's 4 goals and 9 assists, Rafael Shaka ended with an impressive 7.3 average rating, and of course, Hatman, Speedy Luis, who concluded the campaign with 27 goals and 10 assists. With the club turning professional for the 3rd tier, I can finally earn my coaching qualifications. We'll get to this.